The drive of the Rockefellers and their allies is to create a one-world government combining supercapitalism and communism under the same tent, all under their control. Do I mean conspiracy? Yes, I do. I am convinced there is such a plot, international in scope, generations old in planning, and incredibly evil in intent. Larry McDonald, former United States Representative. This present window of opportunity, during which a truly peaceful and interdependent world order might be built, will not be open for too long. We are on the verge of a global transformation. All we need is the right major crisis and the nations will accept the new world order. David Rockefeller, American investment banker. The one thing man fears is the unknown. When presented with this scenario, individual rights will be willingly relinquished for the guarantee of their well-being granted to them by a world government, a new world order. Henry Kissinger, former United States Secretary of State. To achieve world government, it is necessary to remove from the minds of men their individualism, loyalty to family traditions, national patriotism and religious dogmas. Brock Chisholm, Canadian medical practitioner. It is the system of nationalist individualism that has to go. We are living in the end of the sovereign states, in the great struggle to evoke a westernized world socialism. Contemporary governments may vanish, countless people will hate the new world order, and will die protesting against it. H. G. Wells, English writer. We are grateful to the Washington Post, the New York Times, Time magazine and other great publications whose directors have attended our meetings and respected their promises of discretion for almost 40 years. It would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the world if we had been subjected to the lights of publicity during those years. But the world is more sophisticated and prepared to march towards a world government. The supranational sovereignty of an intellectual elite and world bankers is surely preferable to the national autodetermination practiced in past centuries. David Rockefeller, American banker. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders. George H. W. Bush, 41st U.S. President. National Socialism will use its own revolution for establishing of a new world order. Adolf Hitler, German dictator. This movement among the Jews is not new. This worldwide conspiracy for the overthrow of civilization and for the reconstitution of society on the basis of arrested development, of envious malevolence, and impossible equality, has been steadily growing. It has been the mainspring of every subversive movement during the 19th century. Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. The United Nations has not been able nor can it be able to shape a new world order which events so compellingly demand, the new world order that will answer economic, military, and political problems urgently requires, I believe, that the United States take the leadership among all free peoples to make the underlying concepts and aspirations of national sovereignty truly meaningful through the federal approach. Nelson Rockefeller, former Vice President of the United States. Some even believe we, the Rockefeller family, are part of a secret cabal working against the best interests of the United States, characterizing my family and me as internationalists and of conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure, one world, if you will. If that's the charge, I stand guilty, and I am proud of it. David Rockefeller, American banker. You are a den of vipers and thieves. I intend to rout you out, and by the eternal God, I will rout you out. Andrew Jackson, 7th U.S. President.